Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show on 94.7 The Pulse. Music, interviews, news, and, well, two blokes chatting. Now, here are the two blokes.
Patrick Hill stepping up to be St Kilda's senior matchday coach in the AFLW. Good morning to you, Paddy.
Morning, Neil. You got me?
We've got you. That was a song called Love Machine by the Pastoral Symphony. It had a who's who of Australian music in it in the late 60s, and arguably the whoest of all of them was the man we're about to speak to. His name is Glenn Shorrock. Hello, Glenn.
Good morning. How are you, lads?
Good morning, Glenn.
Good morning to you, Brian Cadd.
Good morning, my boys. How are you?
Paul Leaney, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Former South Barwon... Well, no, he's not former. He is a South Barwon Premiership coach. He is a former Geelong VFL coach and line coach, Carlton line coach, and now relaxing back in the private school system. Dale Amos, welcome back to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Welcome, boys. It's look, I appreciate you having me on, and it's quite a grand introduction.
We have got Dan Eddy. He's a great writer. He loves football. I don't know if he barracks for the Wheeze or Poos or not, but he's written two stories about two of their icons. Dan, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Good morning to you, Bradley McCaw.
Hello, guys. Thanks for having me on.
After some technological problems, we have found him, Mark Gable from the Choir Boys. Good morning to you.
Good morning, boys. I had to resort to a phone plugged into a wall.
Brian Nankervis. Brian, good morning and welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Oh, that is my favourite type of radio show, Rob.
Good morning to you, Dennis Walter.
Good morning, boys. How are you?
And that, of course, was Simone Waddell. Off the Art of Collaboration album, Simone is on the phone. Hello, Simone.
Hello there. How you going, guys?
Normally, when we have a guest, we introduce them and then we say hello to them. But this morning, Mike Rudd, we're going to say Heidi ho to you. Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
It's wonderful to be here.
David Sterry, good morning and welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for having me on there.
It's a gentleman named Scott Kahn on the phone, and he may have been the voice that we just heard singing from Kids in the Kitchen, joining a long list of great Aussie rockers. Scott, good morning and welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Well, thanks. It definitely wasn't Milli Vanilli, though.
No.
7 minutes past 10 o'clock on the 100th episode of the Two Blokes Chatting radio show. My name's Neil Butler. His name is Rob Cameron, and we are delighted to have a human being in the building because we don't get them very often. A friend of the show, well known across Victoria. What else do I have to say, Eve? Ian Cover from the Could Have Been Champions. Welcome.
Good morning, Two Blokes Chatting. And number 1 and 2.
Good to have you.
Neil and Rob, they're good.
Hey, we've also got someone on the wireless via the telephone today, and
I thought I was coming on here
Ian thought
to
he was going
get
to be
your full and undivided attention.
Well, we thought we'd have a crack at this bloke. Please identify yourself, caller.
Where's Juan Turner?
We have got Ross Stevenson from 3AW Breakfast on the radio.
Hey.
We find ourselves in a situation where, with our fingers crossed, we should be able to say, good morning, Lucky Star.
What amazing technology we have.
Oh, we are genuinely excited, and so is a large part of our listening audience when word got around this week that the aforementioned little Paddy, who was stomping in 1963 on the beaches of northern Sydney, she's on the line this morning joining us. Paddy, good morning. Welcome to the Pulse.
Good morning, Rob, and good morning, Neil. It's lovely to be here. Like you tell me, had a lovely time with the two of you.
His name is Ken Lyons, and rather than us telling you his story, we're going to introduce him to the microphone. Good morning to you, Ken.
Good morning to you too. It's a beautiful morning, I've got to say. I'm very happy to be here and be on your program.
It is with a great deal of pleasure we introduce Alice, sometimes known as Al Maben. We've said regional photographer. How does that go?
I'd probably just run with Jack of all trades.
Or Jill of all trades, I think, is the technical expression in the world of Jillarooing. One of the 5 gentlemen who was involved in the production of that piece of music was a chap called Bob Starkey, at that stage better known by his stage name of Bongo. He joins us on the phone. Good morning to you, Bob.
Morning, mate.
We welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show Essendon champion Huey Mitchell. Good morning.
Yeah, but good morning, Rob. How are you going? All right?
He's now the Mayor of Geelong. Peter Murray, good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you two blokes.
Greg Page, original Yellow Wigger, founder of Heart of the Nation. What do you reckon?
I reckon you're right, mate.
His name is Mike Menner, a radio professional for years. Looking at him, he must be lots and lots of years. That's not fair. Because he said he started when he was young. Mike Menner, welcome to the studios of 94.7 The Pulse.
Thank you very much. First time on the radio in Geelong for many years, actually.
Luke Outerbridge is in the studio with us. Welcome, Luke.
Oh, g'day, Rob. G'day, Neil. How are you?
Mark Neild, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thank you very much.
Marty Roan, there you are, doing your own work. Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thank you, guys.
Her name is Alex Thomas. She is the founder, and I think we'll give her a big wrap up here and call her the CEO of an outfit called Plant a Seed for Safety. Hello, Alex.
G'day, how are you?
By Angie Narian, who is a singer who we first heard of on Australian Idol, I think Series 2 off the top of my head. Good morning, Angie.
Good morning, fellas. How you doing?
Kaya Mercedes, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Hi.
Braden O'Hanlon, he's a centre man, midfielder or something. Let's talk footy. Good morning and welcome for a start.
Morning. Thank you so much for having me.
We actually have Janine from No Promises on the phone. Good morning to you, Janine.
Good morning. How are you both?
Delighted to have a man I call a friend. David Bolton played footy with both Sydney and Geelong, so he's got a little bit of a foot in each camp. And his good friend, former teammate in the Harbourside Swanee days, Barry Mitchell. Good morning to you both, gentlemen.
Morning, Rob. Good morning, Rob.
177 games of cricket in England for Lancashire and Durham. Coach of the Geelong Cricket Club, Nick Speak. Good morning.
Good morning to you both. Two blokes arguing.
And we're going to spend a little bit more time helping John Craven sell his book. John, good morning and welcome to the Pulse again.
Good morning, Rob.
And that very important program is called Movember. And I contacted Movember and said, don't just send us anybody. Unless we've got the Global Director of Digital Health, we're not playing. And we got him. His name is Sam Gledhill. Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, boys. How are we?
Keith Potker, good morning.
Good morning, guys, and good morning to your listeners.
Michael Gallis, good morning.
Yeah, g'day Neil, g'day Rob, and g'day Geelong. Good to be back on Geelong Radio.
His name is Michael Newton. He is, I guess the founder of a concept that has just taken off, that is A Day on the Green. Mick, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
G'day. How you going, Neil?
But we'll start with David Hobson. Good morning, David.
Good morning. Good on you there. You got Neil and Rob, correct?
Hello, Marina.
Hello, how are you?
But Jake Lambert he's not a manager, he's the senior manager of fundraising and development for Movember, and he's going to help kick along our little cause and tell us why we're actually doing what we're doing. Jake, good morning and welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thank you so much for having me and starting all those conversations around Movember. Thank you.
It is indeed a man who was over these little chats pre the live interview, and they don't normally go as well as that one. Jeff Cox, good morning and welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Hello, boys. Nice to talk to you.
Leo Rankin, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Neil. How are we?